Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Ifeacho and I am an Iron Energy Life Coach, an author, a speaker, and also a spiritual teacher. And in this video, I'll be sharing, I'll be making videos on my life experiences and also on sharing my knowledge on spiritual topics as well. And without much further ado, let's dive into today's topic being the higher self versus the lower self. Um, Before I start, I always like to start off my videos by saying that, with this preamble, by saying that, especially if you're new to my channel, we're not just human beings who happen to be wandering through life every day by day. We are actually souls having a human experience. So we are actually souls that have chosen to incarnate on Earth at this time to take on a human body in order to have human experiences and also grow and evolve on a soul level. And with that being said, let's dive into the topic of the higher self versus the lower self. So, going back to the fact that we are souls, we are souls who are expansive and infinite and immortal. The soul never dies. So, if the soul is immortal, what that means is that our souls have always existed. It lived prior to we being born. So, the day we were born, that is not the day that's not the start date of our consciousness. Our consciousness of being alive, of living, actually existed prior to us being born. And we being born is only the start of this human body's experience. And once a human body has passed away, the soul goes back to the afterlife where it comes from. It never dies. It's immortal. It's expansive, and and it's it's also energetic, full of energy as well. Now, in today's topic, we're going to talk about higher self versus lower self. So, when we as souls choose to incarnate on Earth, we in the afterlife where we souls come from, we exist in higher dimensional levels and planes of existence, where our soul's frequency and vibration are much higher. Life on Earth was designed to be an Earth school, a place where we come to learn and experience life and grow. And the frequency and vibration of the human Earth in general, the human body is of a much lower frequency and vibration. Life on Earth here was made to be, it's actually very dense, very 3D, as we all say. And in order for the soul to incarnate on Earth and take on a human body, it has to lower its vibrations to match the general vibrations of life on Earth, of the Earth planet. And now the soul is in its pure essence, as pure energy of love and light. The human body cannot contain all of it. So what happens is a portion of our soul actually incarnates in our body, and a lot of the times, the majority of our soul remains in the afterlife, and only a little portion of the soul actually gets to incarnate in the body. Now, some souls that are highly advanced, are highly evolved, when they incarnate, it depends on the percentage of the soul that gets to incarnate in the body. For some people, maybe a little portion actually attaches to the body while the baby is still forming, maybe at 6 months or 7 months old. And as the child starts to grow older, then more of its soul comes into the body as well as needed. And in all of this, the soul has to reduce its vibration and frequency to match the frequency and vibration of the new body is going to take on. And all of it cannot just be contained in the human body. So a little portion, some portion of it actually gets incarnated in the human body, and majority of our soul's essence remains back up in the afterlife. And that majority is called the higher self, which is the part of our soul that is all knowing, that knows, that is all knowing, that stays back in the afterlife. And the portion of the soul that gets incarnated here on the earth, that is right now that has taken abode in our human body, is called the lower self, which is the soul that we all carry. And once we pass on, once we pass away and the soul returns into the afterlife, it really merges with its higher self to form that one complete piece as it once was. And with that being said, this video is made to remind a lot of us, especially those that don't really know, that we're not human beings just who happen to have a soul and just wandering through life. We are actually souls having a human experience, and life on earth is only meant to be temporary. We are here to learn, grow, and evolve through lessons, and also to inculcate the frequency of love within ourselves. As we all say in the Christian faith that I was born into, that the greatest commandment, being the greatest thing that anyone can do, is to love God first with all of your heart, and then to love your fellow human being as you love yourself. Because as souls, we're all connected, we're all interconnected, and loving ourselves, when you love somebody else, it tends to have a ripple effect. So if you engage in acts of service and kindness, it tends to spread out to others as well. So one single act of kindness that you show somebody, that person can turn around and be nice to somebody else, and then the act of kindness spreads out as a ripple effect. And it's together as one big family that we are able to evolve from this earth plane and be one big happy family back in the afterlife. So this is also a video to remind us to be kind to one another, show love to one another, and also be patient as well, and to love unconditionally as well. As Jesus Christ will always teach us that the greatest commandment, like in the Bible, is to love ourselves as to love God, as to love ourselves, and also love our fellow human beings as well. And this video was meant, first of all, to introduce us to the higher self and the lower self and what that means. Now, on the internet, there are different definitions of the higher self and the lower self. But for me, from my experience, and from what I've known about this topic, I've chosen to share my knowledge about the higher self and the lower self and what that means to me. And I'm open to hearing what your own definitions are. If you have a different definition about it, please let me drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.